Well, hello everybody. Hope you're all okay. Um, we had quite a shock when we got home because one of our neighbours next door but one, they've got cats, and when my husband had opened the camper up to put a box out of the car into the back of the camper, the cat must have jumped in. So that had been in there for 1.5 days apparently. Anyway, we were down at the boat. Our neighbour checked all the doors of the camper. Strangely enough, my husband had forgot to lock the passenger side because it's not, it's an old-fashioned one, you know, where you have to lock them all. It's not like central locking or anything. So luckily that door was open, which, you know, shouldn't have been anyway, but luckily it was. So our neighbour was able to get in and get the cat out. So you know, you just couldn't make it up, could you? So we'd had a bee in the car going down to my son's, and then we'd had a wasp in the car on the same journey. Then when we came home, we'd had a cat in the camper. Anyway, it's out, everything's fine, the cat's perfectly fine. Our neighbour said he came round, looked at the camper, and there was the cat looking at him. So everybody's all right. You know, a few months ago we had a pigeon come down the chimney, and we'd been out and we'd been doing some work on the chimney, so we hadn't got the log burner in, and no, we had got the log burner in, so we had to move the log burner, and oh, it was such a performance getting everything out and getting the pigeon out, and we thought the pigeon wasn't there, so we left a quilt at the front just in case it did come down. It would be secure behind the quilt because we're going shopping. Came back, the pigeon had gone all over the living room, and luckily it wasn't hurt, so we was able to get the pigeon outside. So you just never know, do you, what's going to happen next. So I thought that was a little bit of an amusing story, knowing that the cat had been in there. Quite happy, apparently, you know, didn't bat an eyelid when he went to fetch it. It was, obviously it had been fast asleep, and it seemed all right, but there was no water for it in there. But anyway, it's okay. I'm doing a little bit on my little field mice. I'm doing a little bit more on that. Done the little pause, so that's been good. It's been so hot though. I've had my washing in and out, in and out, in and out, because it's been raining. Every time it's rained, it's probably been for 5 minutes. So you can imagine the frustration of filling the lines with all the washing, because there was 3 loads of washing, and it was absolutely full. So that's how that was. And with the heat how it's been, I've felt quite lethargic after I'd vacuumed and done the washing, and you know, because obviously we'd been away for a few days, and getting meals ready. So to sit down and do any craft work, I've not always felt like it, but I did do a little bit more of this one with this lovely bottle green. I think it's lovely, that, like a forest green. This was the free wool that I got with the buttons the other day. You know, that my husband bartered with one of his friends, a load of craft stuff for 2 big bags of logs that my husband had cut up. So it's quite funny, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen here. I hope you saw the post that I put up of the beautiful poppy that I've got growing in the garden. There's quite a few. I think I put a lot of seeds in of very unusual flowers. That's what I was quite trying to do this year, and they've been quite successful. The only thing is everywhere's very dry, and you know, I've watered it, but there's nothing like a good downpour, is there? And I think we're going to get some, so I think that'll be good because it'll clear the air as well, because it does feel a bit overpowering, you know, we're just not used to it. My eldest son and his wife, they're going to Marrakesh for a week, so at least it's broke them in with the heat, because it's going to be hot over there. Anyway, I better go. Lots of love. Bye.